Hey everyone, and welcome back. You ever feel like just when you've got a handle on life, bam, something
That's
changes?
practically guaranteed, right?
Totally. And we're not just talking about like small stuff. We're talking big life transitions, new jobs, moving, heck, even getting married or having a baby.
Those happy life changes can be just as stressful as the not so happy ones.
Yeah, for sure. So today we're diving deep into some awesome tips on how to not just survive, but actually thrive as a couple when those big changes hit. We've got 5 main points to cover.
5 solid strategies to keep that relationship strong no matter what life throws your way.
Exactly. All right, so tip number 1 is all about communication. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But why is it that when things get tough, talking about our feelings can feel almost impossible?
It's so common. And one of the biggest pitfalls I see is this assumption that our partner should just get it, like they're mind readers.
Oh, tell me about it. I've definitely fallen into that trap before. Like, well, if they cared, they should just know.
Right. But relationships don't come with telepathy, unfortunately. And that's where things can get tricky, especially during big changes. Take relocating for a job, for example. One partner might be thrilled about the opportunity, while the other is devastated about leaving their support system behind.
And both of those feelings are totally valid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But without talking openly and honestly about those feelings, resentment can start to build up.
Ugh, resentment, the silent relationship killer. So, how do we avoid that? What's tip number 2?
Tip number 2 is all about support. And this goes beyond those grand romantic gestures, although those are nice too.
Oh, yeah.
But really, it's about noticing the everyday impact of stress on your partner and stepping up to help.
Absolutely. Little things like, hey, I know you're swamped with packing. How about I make dinner tonight? Can make a world of difference.
Exactly. Even small gestures like that show your partner that you see them, you hear them, and you're in this together. You're sharing the load, not adding to it.
Love it. Okay, tip number 3, be patient. Easier said than done, am I right?
For sure. It's so easy to go into these big changes thinking, okay, we're a team, we've got this. But those unrealistic expectations of just carrying on as normal, they can really backfire.
Because normal has just been thrown out the window.
Exactly. Our brains don't do well with constant, massive change. Think about the fight or flight response. Your partner snapping at you after a long day of packing boxes.
Yeah.
Probably not a sign the relationship is over. It's probably their nervous system just screaming for a break.
It's like we're all just cavemen with smartphones trying to navigate the modern world, right?
Pretty much. We've got all these complex emotions, and we're still working with the same hardware as our ancestors. So yeah, patience is super important.
Preach. Okay, on to tip number 4. Stay connected. Sounds obvious, but how do we do that when life gets crazy busy?
It really is about being intentional. Because you're right, when we're stressed and busy, quality time together is often the first thing to go.
Yeah.
But it's so crucial. Connection is the anchor that reminds you why you're going through all of this together in the first place.
It's that reminder that you're on the same team.
Exactly. And even just small things like cuddling on the couch for 15 minutes releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Suddenly, instead of two stressed out individuals, you're a team again, facing life together.
Love that. Okay, we've reached our final tip, number 5, and this one can be a bit of a doozy. Seek professional help.
It's funny, we don't think twice about going to the doctor for a checkup. But when it comes to our mental health, there's still this stigma.
So true.
But therapy is not just for fixing problems. It's like preventative care for your relationship.
I love that. Preventative care.
It's about developing healthy coping mechanisms before resentment and negativity take root. It's about learning how to navigate change together with a guide who's trained to help you do just that.
It's about giving your relationship the same care and attention you give to other important areas of your life. Such a good point.
Because at the end of the day, relationships are a journey, not a destination, right?
They sure are. And it's funny, these tips are framed around romantic relationships, but honestly, they're valuable for any close relationship in our lives.
Oh, absolutely. Think about your friendships, your family relationships, even your work relationships.
So true. Open communication, support, patience, connection, and knowing when to seek help. These are universal tools for navigating change and building strong, healthy relationships.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive. We hope you found it as insightful and helpful as we did.
And remember, change is inevitable, but with the right tools, you can weather those storms and come out even stronger.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Until next time.